Hey YouTube, Braxton here. Alright, today is November 20th, 2014, and it is my, first official Transgender Remembrance Day, being completely out and on testosterone. I don't know anyone that's been murdered or has committed suicide because they were transgender, and they were discriminated against and things like that. But I also think it's just a day for anyone that's transgender that struggles with it and struggles with depression and suicide ideation and anything that has to do with it. It's just an important day for all of us. You guys have been, or whoever follows me has been following me for a while, or maybe just recently started following me, and well, as you guys know, my family isn't that accepting of me being transgender, like, at all. They'll never accept me for their son, I'll always be their daughter, and I have a rough time at work with it, or at least just one of my jobs. And on a daily basis, I am discriminated against, whether it be my own family or at work or just in public. And for a very long time, I struggled with being transgender, and I still do. I've been on testosterone for I've been on testosterone for 3 months and 2 weeks. I'm not sure how many shots. I get shots weekly. I'll be doing my shot tomorrow. And I still struggle with it. And there are days when I'm ashamed of being transgender, and I hate myself for it because it makes my life so complicated. Growing up, I was always different from everybody else. Growing up, I referred to myself as a cisgendered female because I didn't know what transgender was, I didn't know what it meant, and I didn't even know what being lesbian or gay really meant. I was straight just because I didn't understand how I felt, and I struggled with it because I was so different. I hated girly clothes, I hated being a girl. I always wanted to be like the big boys, like being able to just walk around shirtless, doing guy things instead of, doing what girls are supposed to do and dressing like a girl and, wearing flowery stuff, being into Barbies and shit like that. And I had a hard time with it, and for the longest time when my siblings would tease me and say, "Oh, you're such a boy," or like you're a boy, blah 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 blah, I would like get so defensive and say, "No, I'm not. I'm a girl. I'm a girl." But it just sounded wrong, and I liked it when people, mistaken me for a boy, and I didn't understand it, or at least strangers. I didn't understand it until I was about 16 or 17 when someone finally told me like what it really meant to be transgender, and when I started understanding what it was. And this was after I had come out as bisexual and then lesbian. And when I finally understood what it was, it took a long time to fully grasp it and to really come out and be comfortable. And even now, I'm not 100% comfortable with it. Like, there are days that I wish that I could just die. And that I was dead so I wouldn't have to deal with this, because where I'm from, it's not something that's okay. And so, on days like today, it's even worse. Like, I have scars on my forearm here. You can't really see them. And then I have scars on my legs from cutting, because I hate myself. I have this self-loathing that I don't understand, and I'm doing things to change who I am, but every single time I look in the mirror, it's just one more reminder that I wasn't born I wasn't born a boy. I wasn't born a male, even though with every fiber of my being I wish I was. So, to anybody that's transgender and that's out there, you're not alone. If you feel the way I do, where some days you'd rather be dead than deal with being transgender and deal with the discrimination that comes along with it, and the harsh words and the hatred that is thrown towards you because of who you are. You're not alone. And I just want you guys to know that no matter how hard it gets, there's always someone out there that's here for you, or at least that understands. Hope you guys are having a better Transgender Day of Remembrance than I am. But at the same time, I hope you guys do remember those that have died, whether it be by someone else's hand or their own. That they all were equally important. And that when you were first coming out as transgender, don't do it lightly. Because it does open the floodgates to hell when you come out. But at the same time, do it with the understanding that you're wanting to do it because you want to be who you are. And that you're not doing it because everybody else is and you think, oh, maybe that fits. Do it with a heavy heart. Because this life isn't easy. And honestly, I don't think it will ever get easier until we're fully accepted. And we never will be. Just like lesbian and gays, bisexuals are not even fully accepted now, even though they now have the right to be married. They're still not fully accepted. And it's just even worse for us because we have not only the straight community, but the lesbian, gay, and bisexual community against us as well. Not everybody, but quite a few. Just remember you're not alone. Happy Transgender Day of Remembrance. Peace.